Is global chat revitalizing Clash? What was the point of the hero journey? How has the saltiest place on earth been handling it all? We got Spencer and a brand new voice here with me today to discuss all that and more. I'm Rick. We're the mods of r/Clash of Clans, and now the r/Clash of Clans global community. And this is Reddit Talks Clash.
What are we calling this? Is this a podcast?
Reddit Talks Clash.
First up, bad news. We haven't put an episode out in a while, not for lack of trying. Our last one during the update sneak peeks, we had Termy on, talked about global, had a whole bunch of guests from the live audience hop up, did some giveaways of foot statues for everyone brave enough to join us up on the stage, and then we lost that recording. I'm losing this recording too because I see a write error on my backup. So I did not have a backup that one. Apparently don't have a backup this one either, but we're going to power through. So let's just hope that the bot works this time, and we're going to press on. So first up, I said we got a new voice here. We got a new mod on his first, right?
Yeah.
We never had you up. Yeah, cool. So Cubester, go ahead and tell us a bit about yourself before we get into today's topics.
Yeah, so my name is Cubester. I'm also known in-game as Traxxas. I've been playing for a bit over 2 years now. I have a couple Town Hall 18s, one's about halfway max, the other one's bit rushed, and a bunch of other lower Town Halls. I tend to lean on the more competitive side of the game, although I honestly haven't been putting in too much effort lately. Hanging in low legends right now, and I'm glad to be here. Thanks for having me.
Man, I'm disappointed Sam's not here, but I have a feeling I could probably get a recorded message from him and edit that into the end.
You are right.
So, all right. Biggest news in Clash history. Maybe let's get into global chat. There's a few things I want to go through today on global, but starting with, are you having fun using it?
Absolutely not. Who's having fun?
I'm having fun.
I'm having a blast.
Oh my gosh, who are you guys?
I am surprised at how much fun I'm having in global. Because we could do a 5-minute clip of me talking about how much I don't care about global being gone over the last 5 years of this podcast, but I'm actually kind of enjoying it.
So you're telling me you're in some chat rooms that I'm not in?
No, like I'm mostly just hanging out in ours, like the r/Clash Clans one.
No way.
Yeah, it's fun. Don't get me wrong. There's a lot of problems, and there's a lot of racists and a lot of jerks, and there's a lot of spam. But yeah, if you hang out, you can actually have cool little conversations with people.
Maybe that first week me the wrong way because it was just all spam. It was scrolling so fast.
I know Supercell's playing with rate limits and trying to prevent too much spam. So the first day of chat was insane.
Mm-hmm.
I was trying to find you guys because the way you have to promote people to admin once it's a community is you have to do it by finding their name in chat, and things were burning by so fast. It was just start spamming bowler emojis and hopefully the blur of blue will catch my eye and I will be able to find you that way. And we got a bunch of people added that first day, but if you go now, it doesn't load up the last 10 minutes of 1,000 messages. I don't know, they seem to be working out a lot of kinks in it very quickly. I don't know, Cuba, how are you finding global?
I'm having a blast on it. It seems like every third time it's just filled with spammers when they log on, but once those guys are gone, it's a lot of fun. Really enjoying it. Having a lot of good conversations with people on there.
Cuba, have you been playing long enough to remember the old version of global?
Nope. Mm-mm.
Really? Wow.
Yeah, Spencer, you were around for global, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, because that happened. Did we lose global while we were mods? Or it might have been right before.
2019. That was right before us. I think you were 2020, right?
So just looking back, the old version of global compared to this one, what's better?
What's better with the new one?
Is this version a better version of global chat than the original global chat?
Well, what it comes down to for me, I used global for recruiting back in the day, and I did find it pretty effective because every time you went online, there was a new chat room with new people. But now, for recruiting purposes, I am not finding any luck. But I do like the idea of going on and having the same group of people rather than a different group every time.
Yeah, I think it's objectively better
Mm-hmm.
by any metric you want to say, because the old global was you would get put randomly into a room of I want to say 50 people, maybe 100. I don't remember exactly, but every time you would close the game, you get put in a different global chat. I think if you like left, didn't attack, and came back, you were in a different global chat.
Yep.
So it was always like 50 random people, and that was it. So like you couldn't meet, you couldn't really meet people unless they were willing to move clans immediately.
Yeah.
But now, like, yeah, you can have niche groups, you can have like big giant communities, and things are slowing down already. So even in our large, we have almost 50,000 people in ours.
Mm-hmm.
I'm still seeing the same people consistently every time I get in. So it's real nice. Like I'm really enjoying a lot of what like the smaller communities win. There's a podcast group that GCBC started up called Radio Clash. So search Radio Clash if you want to come talk to us and the other podcasters. I'll link directly to it too as well if you can't bother to type out Radio Clash. But yeah, like I'm in one for my city, and no one recognized me yet, which is kind of annoying because I definitely like showed up and I'm like dropping messages in with my Cool Rick account, like, hey, what's up? Like, hey, we finally unlocked the skin, guys. Like, go get it. Or like, I'm doing a giveaway on Reddit if y'all want in, but like, absolutely no one cares.
How many members are in your city one?
There's a couple hundred in my city one.
Yeah, I quickly found my city one, and I just checked 271 members
for Vegas.
Las Vegas. Yep, that's it.
Yeah, like there's a bigger Seattle one, which I'm not in Seattle, but like I know I need the ego boost. I need to go have someone recognize me in a global chat somewhere, please.
It's
Yeah,
red.
just stalk me and can come make my day.
I'll put an alt in there and shout you out.
Yeah. Cube, are you in any like cool smaller groups?
Not really. Joined one in my state, but I was kind of dead, especially for being for the whole state.
Oh yeah, the states the state ones are weird because like we can talk about the recommendations and how terrible and weird those are still, but yeah, like on that first day when it started filling recommended channels, like one of the first ones I saw was Washington, and I'm like, what the hell are they using my location? And I
Yeah,
like I'm like I immediately got in. I'm like what the hell? What's going on? And then people were like, no, like literally everyone sees that. And then yeah, there was also like Pennsylvania and Oklahoma being recommended to people. So I just keyed in to Washington where I live anyway.
Yeah, my state was right up there on the recommended, so I was wondering about that.
But yeah, apparently it's just random. Like one of the weird far right political parties had one that was being recommended to people.
Oh gosh.
There's like a lot of like anti-Semitic kind of ones that were getting recommended for a day. Right now, I'm still seeing Oklahoma recommended.
Yep, that one's...
Yeah, Oklahoma, Philippines, Nicaragua, Wisconsin. Girls only,
all
which
those.
you know is going to be full of trash.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, I think like recommendations have a long way to go apparently, but
all of the recommendations you just listed, I have right now.
Yeah, I think they're the same for everyone. I think they are. Like it could be different in a different part of the world. If there's anyone in
I have
Europe
a
or Asia,
421 being recommended.
Oh yeah, there's 421.
Yep.
But yeah, is there someone in the Europe or Asia? Let me know if you're seeing all the same ones we just listed. I'm just curious. But Spencer, you brought up recruiting too. Like, so I was going to try and make the point that I think recruiting is better in this version of global than compared to the old one, but you're not having luck.
Well, I see there's a recommended recruitment chat. Are we supposed to go there just for clan recruitment?
There's a lot of recruitment chats. Like I know the Discord mods set one up. I think that they made me admin. I think I left it because I'm trying to be in a nice variety of groups.
Mm.
When it comes to recruiting, being able to have a more consistent back and forth with someone is so much better than the old global chat too, because you had like minutes to make a connection before one of you guys ended up being moved into a different group. Now you
Yep.
can come back, you can build relationships, especially compared to clan notices. It's a massive improvement too, because if you're looking for a clan in global, it is still just like looking at a wall of spam. But in global chat, you also have the option to know, hey, someone from that clan is online right now. So when you join from a clan notice, a lot of times you join and it's just a dead clan, or there's no one on, and you don't really know if it's worth staying. But at least now, if you're finding the clan in global, you know someone's online to be able to talk to and feel out the clan. So just from that, I think it's way better.
Yeah, I haven't tried recruiting myself, but I've seen some other people say that Notice Board hasn't been doing anything, and then Global Chat has just been a huge improvement over that. They've already had several people join from that, so yeah, it definitely helps.
Yeah. How many people do you think you've banned out of our global?
Probably 10, 15 or so.
Yeah.
You guys,
I mean,
yeah.
yeah, there's a good amount of racism, and like, oh dude, people hate Indians too, and
Yeah.
they cannot keep it to themselves. And every time someone joins with an Asian name and types like Asian or Arabic characters, like it's just okay. Like I'm gonna have to ban 5 people coming up.
Yeah.
There was a crazy N-word workaround that it has been fixed,
gosh.
but like, yeah, that was something you pointed out to me too, where like
Mhm.
is the N-word is banned because everything's family friendly when you're, especially in larger communities, family friendly gets enabled by default. But yeah, someone figured out you're able to type like a specific phrase that allowed you to say the N-word,
Oh my god.
and like that was starting to spread. But we reported that and got it fixed pretty quick actually. But yeah, it's still it's a wild place. I don't want to say like global is awesome and full of nice people, but like the framework is there for it to come back and be continually improved on.
Would you say that, well, because they're only going to work on it if there's clear data that shows that this is improving the game. But based on what you're telling me, is it safe to assume that players are spending far more time on the game?
I am.
Like I definitely am too. Like during CWL, I would sometimes just like leave the war open on my tablet and like while I'm watching TV or doing something else just to like hopefully try and catch an attack. So I've always had a lot of like screen time like for Clash open on my devices, but now like it's probably the same, but now I'm more actively engaged because if I'm doing like if there's like a show, like my wife watches a lot of shows I don't like. So I'll sit there and I'll just like have global chat open and like periodically like look around to see what's going on in war, CWL, or do some FCs. Like I'm definitely more actively engaged in the time I have Clash open.
Oh wow.
I know, like yeah, I still, man, I want to find like give me some good group recommendations. I'm in 9 right now, and I'm trying to keep like I want to find a real good 10th. Like so, I just want to find.
Track in 9 chat rooms.
Well, they all have different little icons, dude. It's pretty easy, and most are really slow, honestly. So like yeah, like my city one is slow. The podcast one only gets like like messages every couple hours. So it's not like you're not missing out by not being on 24/7 in most of them, but like I know, like I've been trying to find like flat Earth ones because that just feels like it would be fun, and there definitely are flat Earth arguments in all these, and it's cool. But yeah, like, I'm looking at like conspiracy theory ones, and I just want to find some wild stuff. So please, like, send me some recommendations for some wild, awesome, real out there chats. You just brought up like, are people actively engaging in it? So I know the Discord mods just did one of the clan chats with all 3 community managers a couple days ago, and they asked them about the stats, and I haven't re-listened to it, so this is off the top of my head. And Golly's in the chat, please correct me if I'm wrong, but I want to say Ferry said about 25% of all players are engaging in global, which I don't know if that's good or bad. It's 25% of all players.
Is that probably active players or?
Yeah, like every
Yeah.
time they talk stats, like I don't know, and we're gonna circle back to this too because there's another like nebulous stat that I'm looking at with a bit of skepticism too about Epic equipment adoption, but yeah. So like you can see like they're trying to get people involved in it. They just gave everyone 2 chests in small chats the other day. People are having a hard time finding those because they got dropped in these chats and then immediately like scrolled up. So if you can find a non-active group with between 10 and 1,000 people, like if you haven't been able to claim the 2 chests yet, that's where they are. So you might have to scroll up. They said in the future when they do it again, they're gonna add the ability to like keep it pinned somewhere. So, but right now you gotta find it and scroll. But yeah, Ferry also said there's over 1 million different chat groups that have been formed.
Wow.
Wow.
That's cool.
So there's definitely something out there for everyone. And I want to find that weird stuff. So like, I'm serious. Like, find me and DM me invites to weird chats, and I will leave I'll leave my creator ones. I'll leave.
What?
I'm an admin, I think, in the Discord one for some reason. Like, I'll ditch that. Like, give me some weird stuff. That's what I want.
Yeah, go join the girls only, Rick.
No, I'm not a girl, dude. I can't join it, dude. That's the rule, right? But all right. But also, I guess speaking of that clan chat, those guys also did, of course, lead off with a bit of discussing the hero journey, which has been, I don't even know if controversial is enough, because from our perspective on Reddit, it's been universally hated.
I mean, yeah, you're right.
I know. I do want to get into this because I think we had a really good conversation on it 2 weeks ago in our deleted podcast. But if you don't want to go listen to an hour-long discussion from the community managers, listen to the first 5 minutes, because that's when they're talking about the hero journey stuff. It was the lead-off question. It had to be. In Ferry, I think it was Ferry is the one who really talked mostly about it, but what he got into was like what the hero journey was and what it wasn't, and the problems it was meant to address and the problems it wasn't meant to address. And so like I think a lot of the outrage, a lot of the poor reception for the hero journey is because people had this expectation that it was going to be a fix for the ore economy. And what Marco, apparently not Ferry, was telling us was that, thank you, Godly, by the way. What Marco was telling us was it was never intended to be a fix for the ore economy. And of course, like with hindsight, everyone understands that. What the problems it was intended to fix were, number one, people need an incentive to upgrade their heroes. There's too many damn hero levels, and incrementally, each one is essentially meaningless. They add up to significant stuff eventually, but like 110 levels of the king now, like how much is each individual level really worth? And is it worth not having your king for a week when you can use a potion and get up to 109 levels on him? So the hero journey gives you a reason to upgrade your heroes now, which is nice and awesome. And what the hero journey also does is gets epic equipment into people's hands, because there's a stat they shared with us a week or two ago that said it was like 40% of accounts have 0 epic equipment across the whole game population, which is wild to me.
That is wild.
I am curious, like, is that counting Town Hall 6s that have kings but not epic equipment now? Is it counting like players who downloaded the tutorial and never touched it again. There's, but like, yeah, 40% of people have no epic equipment. And even just giving them the benefit of the doubt that it's like 40% of Town Hall 8s and up that are active, like, I don't know, it's insane. That how do you go through the game? Like, the game is so much about your hero power and your equipment abilities. Like, what game are these people playing?
Well, no, I understand it, because the only way to get those equipments was through those events. And if you're not a player who attacks every day, you're not even going to see those events. Like, I know a lot of people, I'll just say my students, who I'll be like, "Did you get the new equipment?" And they're like, "What?" And like, the event. They're like, "What? What event?" So tapping into those events, collecting all the currencies and spending them, it is a lot of work for a casual player.
Yeah. I know, like, communicating how to play the game and all the things that are available to you as a player in the game is always a challenge too. Like, we've talked about stuff before. Remember the month where they like gave everyone a builder boost, like 5% builder speed up in the silver pass version of it, right? That was because like they had done surveys and the majority of people had no idea that like speeding up your builders was a gold pass perk because they just
Yeah.
don't look and read that stuff. So
Mhm.
like educating players is always like a goal of this stuff. So like of course it's gonna feel weird and like too simple and probably too generous to players like us who are active and highly engaged and highly educated and very invested in following game news. The hero journey wasn't aimed at us, and there has been this expectation that's been set up over years now because the player base has constantly been complaining about the rate at which we acquire ore and the time it takes and the investment of your time that it takes in order to do all the things required to max your equipment. Summed up shortly as the ore economy. It's not satisfying to anyone. All the dialogue, all the talking about fixing the ore economy. People saw Hero Journey. It's getting equipment. You're going to get some more. Like, they made the connection fairly, I think, that the Hero Journey was going to largely fix the ore economy, and it was never intended to do that.
Mhm.
I mean, so you and I had, some forewarning about what all this stuff was, but like Cube, this was you were added as a mod after the update. Obviously, you would have seen all this stuff as it was being announced. Like, what was your expectation of the Hero Journey coming into it?
Kind of thought that it would be, yeah, like I said, more of a fix. I mean, it's definitely a whole lot better than what it is, but this is only, I said this is only part of what they're planning on doing, so it definitely need more to fix it overall.
I mean, I'll tell you right now, I buy every gold pass. I buy every real event pass. I don't buy the mini ones. And in the start, like back in Town Hall 16, I did start buying like monthly ore. Like, not a whole lot of it, but some.
Yeah.
And now
Mhm.
I'm in the position where I am maxed. I have over my storage limit on all three types of ore because of chests and stuff. And every single time there's a new epic, I can max it within 2 days just because I have it costs like 56,000 shiny, so you have to get a couple days of daily bonuses. But yeah, and then I just fill my storages again in time for the next epic every 2 months. Even with like the massive drop of Duke equipment in the last, like the Duke got 4 pieces of equipment in 2 months.
Mhm.
Even through that, like, I was fine on ore. So there's this weird like disconnect too, where they do like catch up events and they do the A/B testing and they do all the hero journey is a fix, like because it's aimed at the average player who is not invested in the game, not spending all their time on it, not spending money at all. And so all these features get aimed at that player, which is hard to argue against. You can't say that's not fair. Like getting more people, taking care of new players, getting new players invested long term. But then, yeah, like the most painful part of it is obviously what's monetized, and that's perfectly balanced for me, who's already spent a lot of money. It just feels like a weird disconnect to me.
Yeah, I mean, there's a huge percentage of the player base that's, they're almost maxed and they're free to play and they don't have good equipment. And this update didn't really do much for them because not much at least, was given retroactively.
No, yeah, it was
yeah.
like, yeah, it was almost nothing. Like it was, like what I was happy with what I got, but I also, I had a lot more time to digest the info because we heard about it earlier and I saw it earlier and I saw different versions of it that went through iterations that got improved. I have more direct access to ask my questions earlier and get real responses. I do think that the failure of the hero journey comes down to, well, first of all, I don't think the hero journey is a failure. I think I think the goals that it set out to solve, I think it does an amazing job at doing that. It definitely does give you a reason to upgrade your heroes. It makes upgrading heroes rewarding again, and it is going to put good epics in the hands of players who otherwise wouldn't have had them. So, like, total banger through that lens. But where it did fail is the community managers failed to properly set the expectation for what this was, and people built their hopes up around something it was never going to be. So, like, I don't know, Reddit went wild. It's been hard for me to even be on Reddit lately. It's just so much repetitive hate on this feature, and it's frustrating because, like, we were never told it was gonna be an ore fix, but I get it too because we were never told it's not gonna be an ore fix either. And
well, I remember that interview from, I think, what is it called, Inside the Builder's Hut. They said many times, like, we hear you about ore and ore is coming, lots of, like, ore is coming. I remember them saying that. And so maybe a lot of players took that and were expecting this to be that.
Ores for everyone was the hashtag that they used.
Yeah, I remember they really pushed something about ore in that interview.
Yeah, it was like ores for all or ores for everyone, one or the other, but it was never explicitly said, the hero journey is going to be that, but like obviously we can see how people were led to believe that, right?
Yeah, it definitely could have been communicated better.
I know Reddit has just been miserable. I know, like, even like someone this is funny, like someone made a post that, like, hey, this should be the icon, and it was like the clown emoji, and it was after days and days and days of complaining, and finally I was just like, done. And I set that picture just lazily, I didn't even crop it or anything, just as the subreddit icon of just like the clown emoji, right? And it was the one shining light in a week of toxicity where, like, it was something everyone loved. Where, like, whether you thought it was a comment on the game or a comment on the subreddit, everyone agreed. for one, it might be like the only thing everyone on Reddit actually liked and enjoyed. And so, yeah, we left it up for like a day and a half, and then it's kind of funny. I took it down like right about the time where we end Humor Weekend, usually, like a little bit before. And then I went to bed, and then I woke up the next morning, and I had a message question from someone who we won't name, but they're like, "What are you trying to say here? This is not funny, and this is not creative, and we just want to know what you're trying to say." And I'm like, "Well, luckily it's already been down anyway. I took it down earlier, but just for the record, that was the clown icon. That was a subreddit icon. So that was a definitely a statement on the state of the subreddit, because man, like the community managers straight told us like we can't operate on Reddit anymore. Like we can't come there. The Clash of Clans official Reddit account was suspended from Reddit again the other day. It's happened a bunch of times where these people just hate it so much they continually report it for harassment, and Reddit sucks at determining what's a real report or not. So yeah, like the official community manager's Reddit account was suspended for threats of violence, which obviously it wasn't making, but you can report any comment for any reason, and the AI they use is too dumb to tell the difference. So yeah, like the community managers are just kind of done interacting with Reddit, apparently, is what they've told us, because every time they try, they're just downvoted to hell, and then they get suspended. So congratulations, Reddit. We have scared them away.
Yeah, all of this over a video game, by the way. Like, crazy.
Like, man, people are constantly talking about boycotts, right? Like every time, every time something comes out that's somewhat unpopular, there's the A/B testing. There's lots of calls for boycott. Hero Journey, lots of calls for boycotts too. And it's like, first of all, it feels like it's a smart thing to do. You're saying, hey, like I'm going to stop spending my money, and that's going to send a message. And kinda, like there is a certain logic there, but like the average expected value of you as an individual to Clash of Clans is cents, like, and that is heavily brought up from zero by whales. It's a freemium game model, and that's how mobile gaming works. Like, if you have ever bought, even like, do they even still sell the 99-cent 80 gem packs?
I'm pretty sure they do on the store.
Here, let me find out. Let me go to the gem section. Yeah. So if you have ever bought the pocket full of gems, 80 gems for 99 cents, like you have already put yourself in the top 50% of players ranked by spending in the lifetime of the game. So you saying, like, if you say that you're not going to spend any more, but you're still playing, like, congratulations, you're just now in the 99% of players who never spend anything anyway, and the game needs those players to stay alive. So if you really care, quit the game. Like, you can come back, you can do it later. Just saying, like, I'm still going to log in every day and complain and be a hateful jerk online, but you're still playing the game. Like, they still have you. You're still captured. You're not sending a message. Yeah, that's my rant. Reddit has been driving me nuts lately, obviously, if you guys can't tell. All right, anything else to add about the Hero Journey?
I do like the UI of it, I will say.
Like, objectively, if you were starting the game today, the Hero Journey is huge. It's massive for you.
Oh, yeah.
Like, don't get me wrong, like, I get why people feel slighted that new players and players with low heroes and players who have played the game in the quote-unquote wrong way for the longest time, like, are going to receive more rewards down the line. Like, I get why that feels bad. And I don't think there's a way the community managers could have communicated the intent of this in a way to prevent all people from being upset, but they could have properly set the expectation for what it is, and then we could have skipped the 2 weeks of complaining about the Hero Journey not being something it was never meant to be, and gotten right to, like, hey, this is the problem with it. I would have rather had ore economy fixes built into it or whatever. Like, we don't know what's coming for the ore economy. They've been saying for 2.5 years now, like, yeah, it's not in a good spot, but we don't really know what to do. Like, what they're going to do is nothing. because we're all still playing the game. If the ore economy were a real problem on their end, there would have been changes by now. Like they are a business. They are not putting themselves out of business by allowing a bad business model to still run their game. Like, it feels bad for us. It's got to be working for them. Otherwise, it wouldn't still be the same system.
All right, next up.
Yeah. All right. I have. We'll keep this short because I'm curious if this is a real problem for anyone else, or just like a weird niche problem I've created for myself. But in the last update, there were changes to how raids work, and they're all aimed at preventing like bots coming in and being able to steal raids and then go sell capital gold, right? So like what used to happen was here's how I would use it. So I would open my clan and start a raid, and then I would just let bots come in and do all my raids, take the gold, leave, and then I assume they go sell capital gold somewhere to people through whatever websites that exist to do that. And I just did that because it's free clan XP every week in clans I wasn't actively warring in that otherwise would have just sat idle. So yeah, cool. I'll take some free XP. But now there are rules that are aimed at curbing those bots where they have to like be in the clan when the raid starts and be like have done attacks there before or be an elder. I'm not gonna elder a bunch of bots just for like a minimal amount of clan XP that I forget to start every week anyway. But like I remember talking to Liam about it because he's a big capital guy too. After this update, like I started the raid, no bots even came. Like I'm specific. There's a question in chat. Like specifically, the bots I'm talking about are they're almost all like Asian named. Like they come in, they do raids. They just have like a template attack they drop. They take as much capital gold as they can get, and then they leave. And then those bots also sell capital gold later. It's against the TOS. Don't do it.
Mm-hmm.
But I told Liam like, hey, like it worked. Surprise! Supercell made a change and it worked. And apparently I spoke too soon because what has happened now is the week after that, instead of like the bots would always come during raid weekend after I started it, but now they are just filling my clan ahead of time so they can be in the clan when the raid starts and still do it. So these clans that we do occasionally use for side wars I'm gonna have to go and kick like 50 bots out every single time we want to use them. And I'm finally gonna have to like change the settings. It's gonna be easy enough to block because if your clan's having a problem with them, you just raise like the builder base trophies that you require to like a couple hundred, and that mostly blocks all of them. So it's still a very solvable problem.
That's such a niche problem.
Yeah, it is like it's something that like I've definitely brought on myself too, because I'm sure there's like whatever guy is running all these bots or guys, how like I'm sure there's like a list of clans that like are open and available to bots to do this. Because there's no way I'm the only one just like trying to take advantage of free XP.
Yeah.
One good aspect of it though too is previous to global, I would still use clan notices to try and recruit, and we were never. If you ever did a clan notice during raid weekend, a lot of what you get is like they weren't bots, but they're humans who just showed up. They saw we had a level 10, capital, would do a bunch of lazy raids and leave, and that was always annoying. Like, so I was never able to use clan notices during raid weekend, but now I think we can again. So that's a cool fix. Have you guys had problems with bots coming in your clans and stealing raids or not?
Nope, not at all.
Yeah, not here.
Yeah, are you guys just in invite only clans?
I was, but I did open my clan when Global was released.
All right. Should we look at questions now?
Well, I had one more thing I wanted to talk about.
All right. Yeah. Go for it.
Supercell ID rewards. Has there been any announcement related to that you guys remember?
Not that I've seen. I see people ask like when will these get refreshed?
That's
all
the thing.
The time.
I just checked and they were refreshed.
So like if you had used all of your like bought all like you get 10 hero books or something, right? Like those are refilled now.
Well, I only ever used it for runes because I'm a casual player and I need resources, and all my runes went back to 10.
Oh, cool. Like
And that's
I
why I
know like
asked, like, did they make an announcement? That's a huge deal.
no, I know like they all have timers, but they're like year-long timers. I don't think it's meaningful. I think it's just the way they built the system where a lot of that stuff has to have timers too. Like you'll see it in game as well too, where stuff will have a timer. And I think like a bug started showing like year-long timers on a lot of the skins. But yeah,
Oh.
as far as I know, like I don't really know what what was happening. So yeah, if you guys have, we're gonna go through questions. We don't have a lot because this was a big rambling episode. But yeah, if you want to add a question to the bot, type !ask and then your question in the chat, and it'll add it. We don't have a lot, so we'll just go through or we can just read chat as well. But first up, Fuzzy, is 3 CW wells in 4 weeks too many? I think it would be 3 CW wells in 5 weeks, but I don't know. Like, are you guys feeling burned out on CWL?
Nope.
Nope.
1 attack a day, I could do that.
I mean, that's a massive increase for you, but I've been really, really wanting to promote in CWL, so having 3 chances in 5 weeks has been good. Like we missed it in the first June CWL. We got promoted in the second June CWL. We're hoping to promote again, but I don't know. Like I can definitely feel, at least in my clan, like there's a lot of people who it's too much CWL for them.
Yeah, I liked it this time around, but long term, I wouldn't want it to be every like twice a month. That'd just be too much for me, at least.
I kind of forgot about like the regular scheduled CWL. It was in my mind, it was like, oh, cool. There's essentially a back-to-back CWL, and like I didn't really realize it until a couple days ago. I saw Fuzzy message me, and he said 3WL in chat, and I thought that was clever. But I was like, oh yeah, it is kind of like back-to-back-to-back CWLs. So I'm not feeling a lot of excitement in my clan for another CWL so soon. So I think it's kind of it's definitely started to burn a lot of people. All right. Next up, should the Clash team adopt Brawl Stars' system of preemptively stating their updates a couple months ahead of time? I would love to see a roadmap for Clash.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I mean, a roadmap wouldn't hurt. But I do remember the excitement, like before I was in the creator program, knowing that there's an update and not knowing what it was, like literally waiting for the YouTube premiere. That's how I saw Town Hall 14 announcement. The Jungle Town Hall, I always forgot. I woke up at 5 a.m. just to refresh that blog post page to see what the update was. And then the Clan Capital, that was a huge surprise to literally everyone. And so if they can, that is part of the fun. And we kind of already have a roadmap. We know we're going to get a new Town Hall every December, right?
Roughly, yeah.
And we know that we're going to get levels throughout that. So actually, I don't think we need a roadmap unless we are going to get some Clan Capital and Builder Base update.
Yeah, I mean, they tried that with the whole 3 Pillars of Clash update schedule that no one really liked, and I don't think
I liked it.
yeah the
Sorry.
problem with that was not that we knew what was coming and it made it anticlimactic. You know, the problem with that was just like people cared a lot less about Builder Hall and Capital than they do Home Village. So it was a long time to go without Home Village content, but any additional info is good info to give players. You know, like they seem hesitant to want to give us a solid roadmap, and I get it because things change, and then all of a sudden you're dealing with like not meeting expectations when you know if you can't make things happen. But you know there are ways to be broad about it, and just like if they would have said 6 months ago, like, hey, here's the general idea for Town Hall 18. We want to do you like there's going to be a hero coming at some time. We're going to add Dark Troop and Dark Spell further down the year. You know, blah blah blah. Like maybe we get a Super Troop. There's going to be a big quality of life update sometime mid-year. Like that kind of vagueness, I think would put a lot of us at ease too. It's nice to know what's coming. Humans are like that.
Hmm.
They want to like have it be all hype and surprise, which I get, but yeah, I don't know, man. Like more communication is always welcome and better. All right, what do we got? Rick was the goat for that clown icon. Thanks, dude. That was, man, I needed that so much. Just like 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 this is weirdly selfish and egotistical, but just like having every mention of my name for a day on Reddit be positive for some reason, like, phew, man, I needed that. And but yeah, like it's gonna be back to hate soon enough. Yeah. Like, well, no, I'm doing a giveaway right now, so everyone's on the Rick train right now. So, we'll wait. Oh yeah, because it's when it's gonna turn around is I'm about to scold everyone for that. For pushing the community managers away, kind of thing. So yeah, that's gonna turn back into Rick hate. Okay, skipping. We can't talk about future content, so sorry, I'm gonna have to skip stuff like that. Lady Angels, hey, I haven't. I met you actually in Atlanta, I think, very very briefly. But anyway, will Supercell consider additional options to help moderate chat? Man, I hope so. Like mod roles, or like more similar to Elder. Just I don't know what exactly they're looking at, but I do know they are looking at it. So, like this version of Global is kind of bare bones, where I think they just like wanted to get it out there and get it active, and then get a little more intel on what's needed specifically, and then build it out a little more intelligently. I don't know, Cube, you've been spending a lot of time in Global. Like, what additional moderation tools do you think we need?
I don't know if they would add this, but I like being able to just remove messages, just delete them, get them out of there.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Like,
Although, then again, they do go up pretty fast in most of the chats, so I don't know. I think it would be useful though.
having like right now, yeah, there's only one tier. Like two, I guess, if you call owner, but like there's owner and admin. And admins can do essentially everything, which is too much power to give to a lot of people. But yeah, just like a mod role below admin that can still kick ban, remove messages would be good. Yeah, because when people, like we talked about people slipping in the N-word, we can ban them, but it was still there until it scrolled up out of chat for a little bit, which isn't like the worst thing in the world. But it would be nice to, like, if you ban someone from a message, at least that message is removed. Yeah, like it just as far as like other global improvements too. We didn't really talk too much about it. Like pinning messages would be great.
Mm-hmm.
People really want FCs and donations, which could get wild and out of hand in the larger communities. But as long as we have the option to toggle them on or off, like, yeah, there's a whole lot of improvements in Global, and I like they really do seem committed to making Global work a lot better. So I'm confident that we're going to get more tools. Essentially, is it only me or anyone else feel the constant draws in normal war have totally sapped the fun out of it? Yeah, modifiers in normal wars. How do you guys feel about it?
Yeah, it is getting a bit boring. I mean, I still enjoy wars, but there's just been so many drops. We've gotten the large majority of our drops in the past like 5 months, and I don't know. It's just kind of demoralizing when you get a perfect war, and then a couple hours later, the other team has a perfect war, and it's just I don't know.
Yeah, like this kind of comes up a lot where like
Yeah.
like we in my main clan, we haven't lost a war in I think 2 years now. It was June or July 2024 is like when our last loss was, and it's just been wins or draws since then. So like I don't know, man. Like I used to care about war a lot, and now it's like I just tap attack on the top 2 open bases that are there without any planning, and it's always 6 stars, and it's just like I miss when war mattered is what I get. Like I stopped caring about wars. Like if we lost, I would care a lot. I'd throw a fit real quick in a lot of But yeah, it's just, I don't know. Like I miss war mattering, which is why I like CDBL, because CDBL has stakes and it matters, and it's not guaranteed max stars versus max stars. All right, and then we'll wrap it up after this last one. Will there be better recruitment options for clans? We talked about, yeah, like they're definitely coming along, but like Spencer, what type of recruitment options for clans would you like to see?
In relation to global, they should have a little section that's just like says old global, and it just puts you in a random chat room every time you click it. That way I could recruit.
Put me in a random active chat would actually be kind of cool.
Yeah.
Man, I bet I could find some weird stuff quick there.
All right.
Yeah, Cube, do you have any ideas for better recruiting now?
I don't think so. I don't know if. I mean, recruiting is always going to be an issue because there's just
Yeah.
so much. I see so many people creating clans and having hopes and dreams, but
I think having additional restrictions in global chats might actually help a lot. Like I have like one of my clans that I would like to start doing Town Hall 9 stuff with. So like if I could find global chats that only allow Town Hall 9s in, for example. There is a Town Hall 9 global chat that I've found, but it's not really active at all. But yeah, just I don't like stuff like that, just allowing more niche restrictions in groups. I think people would find creative uses for. All right, that's gonna do it. Here, I'm gonna play a message from Sam here, or I'm gonna cut that line out if I don't get around to it.
Or I could just speak. I mean,
oh, dude, when did you get here?
about half an hour ago. It's been quite nice listening, actually.
How did
Why
you
are
not
you-
speak him?
chat.
He was
Why haven't you
he's been
said
muted.
anything?
Because I've had nothing to say. I've just been hanging, just waiting for my moment, and then I realized I was about to not get it, so I thought I'd better speak up.
But
Yeah.
Sam has an announcement to make. So
Yes, everyone turn your
and-
volume up and listen very closely. This is very serious.
I gotta say I'm a little disappointed in you because I had a good idea for Tommy.
If I let my last RTC be a Tommy message, I would have just ended it all. Oh, and that's kind of spoiled the announcement. I've just realised. This is the end of, well, not just Reddit Talks Clash for me, but well, at least for now, r/Clash of Clans in general. As of was it 2 days ago, 3 days ago, I have stepped down as a moderator of Clash of Clans, which does slightly take away the legitimacy of me being on a podcast with the moderators of r/Clash of Clans. So yeah, I mean, it's been a great ride. I obviously have to thank Rick the most for putting in all the very hard work he does to keep us, our souls, kind of ticking along with this. As I know we've not always been the best. But it's been a great few years. It's amazing we've kept it going for so many years. Did we start in 2022?
Sure. There
Yeah,
were one.
Let's say 4 years. Yeah, maybe I'll make some more cameos in the future. It might be in the form of Tommy instead of me, but whatever works, eh? But yeah, it's been a great privilege. I hope you've all kind of enjoyed having a non-American voice. Bless your ears ever so often, but unfortunately you're stuck with all the Yanks now. So yeah, thank you everyone for listening, and it's been great being a mod.
Man, it's cool. Like all I can say is stay in touch. We've come to really like you as a friend. So I'm kind of realizing exactly right now I didn't really think of anything to say for a goodbye at all. But it's not really goodbye because I do plan on staying in touch with you at least. So thank you for all the years of service that you've given basically without reward at all to the larger Clash community, man. You will definitely be missed. Yeah, it's
I'll
been
gift box with some toys in once, so I'll take that as a reward.
yeah. I know I've sent you a couple things.
I'll
Some
take it.
yeah, but Anyway, man, we will definitely miss you. And like if you ever feel that itch to come back, a lot of people do. So
I do wonder how long it'll be. I mean, you can all make bets if you want, but I imagine the itch will come back at some point.
Yeah, it's Clash of Clans. Everyone comes back eventually.
Exactly. It's literally the game everyone comes back to eventually. So I doubt this is the end forever, unless Supercell can. It's because they're so sick of everyone complaining about them.
Yeah, I do have another idea for an episode I want to put together over the summer that I'll ask your help on. But we'll talk about that later. Shout outs. Let's go through those. Sam, do you have any final shout outs that you didn't just already cover?
Well, I kind of feel like I did just cover them, but I mean, I guess shout out to all the mods I've worked with throughout the 6 years nearly I've been here. It's been a privilege working with almost all of them. You can pick and choose which ones you think I've excluded there. But no, genuinely, there's basically one person who I hated who kind of nuked the sub, and that was about it. So there you are. Everyone else gets a big thank you, and also additional thank you to Trample Damage, who has kept me in his clan for far longer than I deserved. I always appreciated that greatly. But yeah, main thank you to you guys for all the great work you've done on the subreddit while I've been here, and all the great work on this podcast. This is the nicest I'll ever be about you, so you better enjoy it.
Yeah, and it was a hell of a going away present you left for Trample by demoting that clan out of CWL by missing your hits, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's awesome.
That was a bit of that literally is what prompted me to go, right, I need to stop mucking about, and I need to stop pretending that I'm locked in here. That was a bit of the kick in the teeth.
But I don't know. I couldn't let you go without a little bit of shade right there. But Spencer, Spencer, do you have any shout outs?
No,
of course. Cube, what do you got?
Yeah, there's a guy on the subreddit who's been very active on the weekly questions mega thread. Kind of been running that for a bit. Dark God OP is his name. Just wanted to shout him out. He's been very active on there, and so been nice to see some guys answering questions on there.
Awesome. All right. I got a couple. Fuzzy gets all the shout outs. He's been a real bro lately. We've been talking about mainly my Legends struggles. I demoted. I'm in Legends too, man. I feel so ashamed. I'm glad I can admit that in this safe space. I almost made it back this week. I think I'm going to end. I think I'm in 7th right now. I doubt I'm going to climb much over the next day. But and then Fuzzy with the last minute save of our CWL, because we struggled a little bit, but we're in 4th. Felt pretty safe. I know, like, a lot of us were just looking at the day 7 war, thinking, all right, cool. As long as we don't totally mess it up, we'll still promote. And then I get a message from Fuzzy like, hey, if Rocco doesn't attack, you guys are going to demote. And I was like, oh yeah, he's a last minute drama queen. He'll attack. He'll get around to it. And then Fuzzy's like, he's got 5 minutes. And keep in mind, Fuzzy's not in my clan. He's just looking at bots in Discord, trying to track what's up. But it was enough time. I was able to message Rocco, who would have definitely missed his hit and demoted us. So shout out for Fuzzy for saving our promotion into Titan 3. You deserve all the shout outs here and other podcasts that are showing you some disrespect. And I had notes. What else was there? Smitty. Oh yeah. Go check out the channel. Smitty Plays Clash. I've been bouncing ideas off of him. Like I said, I've been struggling in Legends, and Smitty's been always responsive. He puts out great videos. He's growing. He's doing well, and he's definitely been answering my questions, helping me out, and I will almost get back to Legends 1 due to Smitty's tutelage. So thank you again. And C Note is here. I hope I'm not spoiling anything for you, but I do want to say goodbye. Shout out to C Note too. He's been a pillar of the Clash podcast community for so many years. Different podcasts. He's doing good. He's taking a short break, and we're definitely gonna miss hearing your voice around too. I'm gonna have to pop in to some voice chats and stay in touch with you a little better, dude, because I have always enjoyed our conversations, and I'm not great about staying in touch, so that's on me. But take it easy. We will miss you. See you now, or hopefully not miss you, and that's gonna do it for Reddit Talks Clash this week. We are gonna be more committed to getting these out. I got ideas for solo episodes when all these dorks ditch me, because I know Spencer's got a busy summer. Let me know how Cube did, if you guys want to hear him back, or if we should ditch him for another fake Brit or whatever. Thanks for joining, Cube, and we will catch you guys in 2 weeks. Take it easy.
Awesome. Thanks for having me.
Goodbye.
Bye, everyone.